Wow, we're on live. My first time ever doing this shit. Oh,
Wait, really?
can't say that. No, but like I've never like actually done it.
I see. Like you participate in like a webinar and stuff like that.
Yeah, like like the DCMs, I obviously do them like every month, but like I've never actually had to like start it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, same. I didn't know how to do it.
So official.
I know, right? Wow. So cool. So cool. Like you will hear us.
I don't. Yeah.
Oh, awkward.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for
Hello.
coming. For those of you who are here.
Hello, everyone. People. Peoples.
See how many people are actually here.
I'm guessing like 3. Nick, Bill. Yeah.
Nick, Tyler, and Bill. See how many people are actually here.
I'm guessing like 3.
No, Bill. I'm gonna keep on rambling. Nick, Tyler, and Bill. Oh shit, I can hear myself.
Yeah. I think you have the YouTube live thing on.
No, Bill. I'm gonna keep on rambling. Oh shit. I'm gonna turn that off.
R.I.P.
Wait, can y'all hear us?
Yeah, they can because they're responding to some stuff you say.
Oh, true. I don't know how long we should wait.
Maybe 2 more minutes, I guess.
We just
Also, I
started like
can't
18.
reply. Like it's weird. Like I want to reply in like the chat, but I didn't create a channel, and I'm on my MR. Too bad, Tyler. We're gonna teach you more new and interesting things about MRP you've never probably heard before. Probably never. Emphasize on the probably, and we have no guarantee. So, yeah. See, Nicholas doesn't know what MRP is.
We'll help someone.
Or she didn't start. I don't know. She started. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Wait, who's the other person in here? Wait,
Maybe
is
me.
the other person me?
Oh, well, it's me too. Because I'm also like on the YouTube live, but just as like muted.
Oh, awkward.
Maybe it's just us. Plus, you see like 5 watching, so I think that's everyone, and then there's us too. Yeah. Oh, it's hi Sabrina. Aw, my friend came to support me. I want to put hearts in the chat right now, but I can't because I can't reply. So Sabrina, just imagine I'm putting hearts in the chat.
Wow, Little. Hello, Little.
Thank you, President, for helping me reply.
Wow,
Wow.
my other Little. Hello. I suddenly have 4 littles.
I know, right? Please use PG-13 language in the chat. I feel like some people would not appreciate that kind of language. Especially if you're a board member, you should represent board well. Thank you very much. Wilson gives you a shout out, President.
I saw that.
That's a mean word. Can I report him for hurting my feelings? I can. All right, should we start? It's 8:05.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Okay, hello everyone. We're gonna start now. So thank you for coming on, and sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat. Okay, thank you for coming and learning more about MRP. My name is Howard. Most of y'all probably already know that, so I'm not gonna go into a long description and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, okay, next.
Hi, I'm clearly Sophia. if you don't know me, I'm Sophia. All right, let's move on.
Okay. Okay, so what is MRP? If you're in Circle K, you know that everything is an acronym. So MRP stands for Member Recognition Program, and it's how our division recognizes our members for all of their achievements in our club. So the achievements, we take into account everything from March 1st of the term, so this year would be 2017, up until March 1st of the next year, 2018. And there are a lot of different requirements. Sometimes they're a little hard to keep track of because they involve like service hours, your leadership roles in the club or in the district, and your attendance at any of the events you go to. So we'll talk about in depth about all of the different requirements and how much of each requirement you need in the following slides.
Hi, so clearly in MRP, or member recognition program, there are different levels that we'll go into like right after this slide. The different levels are bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, as it shows on the slide. Bronze being the lowest and platinum being the highest level that you can achieve. So yeah.
Right, so these are some of like the main requirements that you need to hit. And the first one is service hours. We're a service organization, so we do service all the time during the week, on the weekends. It's one of the things that most people know about when they think about MRP. So when you're in bronze, you need to hit 50 hours total. When you're in get silver, you need 80 hours total. To get gold, you need 130 hours total. And to get platinum, you need 200 hours total. I don't know if this question will come up later, but the MRP system was changed from previous years. So this year, these hours and all these requirements are the same for no matter what school you go to and whatever size your club is. So to also be recognized by the district, you also need to pay your membership dues. So for our club, it's the $40 and that you Venmo our club Venmo. For different clubs like Cal Poly Slow, that's a different price and you can ask Nick about all of that. Also, beyond just the service hours and paying your dues, you also have additional requirements that you need to do. And so for bronze, you need to complete 5 additional requirements. Silver is 6, gold is 8, and platinum is 11. And the next slides will talk about all of the additional requirements and how many of each you need.
So essentially in Circle K, it's not just enough to do service hours, even though that is great, and being a dues-paying member is also great. You also need to hit different additional requirements as it was shown on the previous slide. And those additional requirements can be seen below or on your screen, perhaps. Bronze is like the one left, obviously, silver, gold, and platinum. This is not the complete list, but also keep in mind that you don't need to complete every single one of these. You don't need to go to like 3 socials, 1 MD, 1 fundraiser, 2 Circle K, 2 Kiwanis family. Like you don't have to do all of the ones on the list. Like you only need to do how many you are aiming to hit. So if you're aiming to hit bronze, you need to do like 5 of these additional requirements and so on. And yeah, as you can tell, as you go higher up in the level, you need to do more of the additional requirements in a sense. So yeah.
So so these are just some of the requirements. So obviously paying your dues. And if you have any questions about the dues, you can talk to me or Sophia or any board member. And we can help you pay your dues, fill out the form, give you the form if you don't know where to find it, and all of that is also posted on our group page. And then obviously service hours, because we are a service organization, as I talked about earlier, but all of the other requirements fulfill our other 2 tenets, which is leadership and fellowship. So socials is just any event that fosters fellowship within your club and with other members. So we have club dinners such as Progressive Dinner, which will happen in winter quarter. Our Week of Welcome events are all socials. We have karaoke socials, ice skating socials in the past. So any of those will be considered socials if you attend. MD&E events are any event that helps with recruitment, retention, development, and education of our members. So some examples are such as tabling, when we did tabling at the beginning of this quarter, hosting workshops, participating in workshops, and etc.
Other additional requirements that was include Circle K, an event with at least 2 members present from a club and 2 members from another club. So it's basically our usual meetings and divisional council meetings that Bill hosts. Bill is our lieutenant governor. You didn't know that. You all probably do. But anyways, the other one is Kiwanis family requirement. That's basically what I go to the Kiwanis meetings. And if you want to go this week, let me know. It's every Wednesday from, let me get this hour right, 12 to 1 at the Mesa Cafe. I'll most likely be driving. So just let me know if you want to go. It's tomorrow. So make the last minute decision if you want to. Don't worry. And it's only like $5 for lunch. So it's really worth it. That y'all heard my spiel a bunch of times. There's other different things like Key to College, which is something a lot of other Circle K's host, which is to help like high schoolers transition into college and help them with their college apps, etc. I know that they did it for my year as well when I was a senior, and that helped a lot and a lot of my friends. It's always a great event if there's one nearby you. Another one is interclub event, and this is basically when there's 2 clubs. I know I think our club and Slow hosted one before. It was beach cleanup, if I remember correctly. I'm not too sure which beach it was. I think it was Pismo. Am I right, Howard?
Yes.
Yeah, so Slow, Circle K, and our Circle K hosted a interclub, a beach cleanup, and yeah, other things like that. And as long as it fulfills the requirement, is counted as interclub.
Cool. Other additional requirements are divisional events. So any event hosted by the LTG, Bill, or clubs in our division that where all of the clubs are invited to. So the examples are such the DCMs that we have pretty much every month, where you've probably heard me speak at them and you've heard Bill and Nick speak at them before. Divisional socials, service projects, banquets, and etc. Another requirement is also district events, which is any event organized and hosted by the district board. So when our term started in spring quarter, we had spring training conference North and South. Our school went to spring training conference South. We got DPDC, which is District Professional Development Conference, which happened over the summer in Reno, or Sparks, Nevada, which is right next to Reno. And then Crazy Competition for Infants, North and South, which was a fundraiser put on by the District Finance Committee, which was also planned by our very own treasurer, Adrian. Fall Training Conference, which just happened at the beginning of November. And then DLSSP North and South, which is District Large Scale Service Project, will also happen in winter quarter. And then Decon, if you were at all involved in the Kiwanis family in high school, you probably know what Decon is. And then district board meetings, which happen every month that Bill goes to. International events also satisfy a requirement, and international events are a little harder to go to. So that's why through every single level, bronze, silver, gold, or platinum, you only need one international event to satisfy that requirement. And one that most people know about is CKIX, which happened over the summer. This past year, it was in San Antonio, Texas. And then this next year, I hope I get this right, is in Chicago. Not 100% sure. And then another one is the Leadership Academy. And then Another requirement is submitting articles or videos. So you can submit articles to your club newsletter, divisional newsletter, or district, or the international level. So the communications and marketing committee may ask for, you can submit article and videos to the communication and marketing committee for things such as like the Sunny TV and the Sunburst. And for our club, you may have gotten a message from our PR chairs before asking to submit an article about a big district event that may have happened. And also the divisional newsletter from our divisional PR chair, who is Tyler.
All right, so another requirement is attending a webinar. Oh, this happens to be a webinar, as you may know. So attending this one fulfills that requirement for the webinar section. And that's basically just like the same thing. So as you go up, it's like you do attend like 3 webinars, and then you go up as you go 4, so increments of 1. Other things like chair an event. So essentially, if you want to chair an event, the best way to do that is to ask Emily. She's our VPS, and she has like service events every weekend. And so I'm sure if you just like message her, you want to ask her to chair an event, she'll definitely let you. Hosting a workshop or webinar. This is what me and Howard are doing right now. Not workshop per se, but more of a webinar. This is a club level webinar, obviously. You can definitely do other kind of webinars for a club. I know I did one on a district level before for KFAM, and that was really interesting and fun. And yeah, there's like tons of opportunities, and you don't really have to per se like wait for an opportunity to come. You can basically just like do your own webinar and just ask Howard or any board member to kind of start one and like have ideas, because Howard was just like, hey, you should do an MRP webinar. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Let's do one. And then, hey, here we are doing this now. So yeah, that's basically it. For committee member, it's really easy, like being committee in the club, division, or district, or etc. We have service committees. We have, correct me if I'm saying this wrong, the historian committee, but that's more of the yearbook, non-traditional, traditional committee, where you help Alicia plan and execute the non-traditional, traditional scrapbook, not yearbook, scrapbook committee. That's what it is. I was thinking yearbook is so weird. My bad. I meant scrapbook. And it says right there. I don't know why I said yearbook. But anyways, also another one that fulfills that is the fundraising week committee that Claudia is hosting. So yeah, there's tons of ways to get involved in committees. And so yeah, that's it.
Okay. So those are all of the requirements. We may have gone through them pretty quickly, and you may not have been able to like read it all and process it all, but Sophia will be posting this PowerPoint on the group page, I believe.
Yeah.
For you all to just go back on and look at them. Also, all of it is also on the SURF, which is what you need to turn in to report all of your events, all of the additional requirements and the descriptions on like what satisfy them. If you don't know how to do a SURF or how to find a SURF and you chair an event, because the chair of the event is generally the one that fills out the SURF, you can talk to any board member and they can help you fill it out, or Bill, or a past board member, or anyone you think might be able to know how to fill out a SURF. So we'll go over questions now. I did see one. I think this is the only one.
It was how do you chair an event, and he basically answered that like right now.
Yeah, so Sophia answered it also a little earlier. Chairing an event isn't just like a service event or anything. You can chair socials. So we just had a karaoke social. If you want to chair like a pool party, sports day, ice skating social, you can talk to Elizabeth, who is our Spirit Social chair, and you can get that in the works. You can also talk to Emily or Miranda or Daniel, who's our VPS and our 2 service chairs. And you can go to service committee and tell them that you want to chair a service event, and then they can help you chair it if it's your first one, or they can give you an event to chair and that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. I also got asked what my current standing is. Currently, I'm
Good question.
standing.
So what? I'm currently standing on a floor. How does that answer your question?
For me, I hit gold as of now. So
that's
I still have about 3 months to hit plat. So yeah. Do you love me? Yes, I love whoever submitted that. Okay, how has Circle K changed your life? Not really applying to MRP, but Circle K has gonna be a super generic answer, but like I say it all the time, but like I met all my closest friends in Circle K. It's given me like a purpose in college. It's given me an opportunity to be able to help people, which is what I like doing. It's how I like spending a lot of my time, and I've been doing it since like high school and all that kind of stuff. So Circle K has just given me this opportunity to like continue doing this.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with Howard. You all know, and they're here. I met like Tara, Sabrina, Adrian, Gerald through this club, and honestly, like they've been my closest friends. It's crazy because I've only known them for like a year, but they've become like the closest people I have in my life. And I know whenever I did Kevins in high school, it's always been my break because I've always been like super busy in my studies and everything, taking crazy like SET classes and study classes, and just like being able to take a break from that and doing something meaningful and impactful in the community with like meeting some of the most wholesome friends ever is like truly the best, honestly, is what I can say, because I've been basically doing the same thing but in a collegiate form. And aside from my crazy schedule, which some of my friends know, I study like way too late. But yeah, just doing Circle K has made me like a lot happier from just droning away OChem problems every night. Honestly, it's basically giving me a break from a really crazy life. So it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody have questions about MRP? But looking from the comments, I think most of you also know what MRP is.
Wait, did you see the questions, Howard?
Yeah, I saw the questions. Hello, littles.
Sounds good. Just want to ask.
So yeah, does anybody have any questions about MRP? But like looking from the YouTube chat, I think most of you are either board member or former board member / LTG.
Slash housemates with board members.
Yeah, I think that accounts for everybody. So, what is MRP? Damn, just go look back at.
I will post the PowerPoint on later so you can find out.
Yeah, do that.
Slides.
You still be a good member if you aren't plat. Yes. You can do a lot to support the club. I'm pretty sure I don't know if this was a serious question, but I'm gonna answer it seriously.
Yeah.
You can do a lot to support the club. We're a service organization, but there's a lot of things that you can do outside of service. And like the service portion is probably the hardest part to hit, especially if you're shooting for plat, because it is quite a bit of hours. 200 hours is a decent amount. So, but you don't have to be plat to be like an active member. Some people are really active with like all the socials. They can help plan the socials, or they're family heads or family members, and they get really involved in the family system. So MRP is not the only way that you can get recognized, and it's not a way that you can like judge like whether you're a good member or not good, and like quote unquote a good member or not. So it's just a way for people to get recognized if they really choose to want to like dedicate their life to Circle K.
No, I definitely agree with that. I know personally as a board member, like I'm unable to go to a lot of service events, and some are really early, so that doesn't fit well my sleeping schedule. So I know like being like not being so active in service portion of it, I'm able to help the board a lot more, and just like from a board aspect, like I definitely like feel like I'm being an okay board member from what I'm doing. I'm doing like my responsibilities, but I'm able to help other board members as well with theirs whenever they need help. So it's not always the service aspect of it. It's always like what Howard said, like planning, socials, fundraisers. There's also committees that aren't always like service hours counted. So yeah, just way more way to be involved and quote unquote a good member, which I feel like everyone's a good member by just being involved and going to like general meetings, because I feel like that's the best way to support a club.
Yep. Okay. Are you going to decon? Yes, I am. RIP my wallet.
I might go to decon. I think it's the same weekend as Coachella, so yeah, might need a skirt on that.
Do you think service is more important or socials? That's all up to you. Personally, every aspect of our club is important. If you had me choose between the tenants, wouldn't be able to choose between service and fellowship. Just because obviously, you know, service, you're helping the community, you're helping, and doing service, you can also help yourself. And in fellowship, you're making bonds that'll be there for forever. So, and you know, obviously leadership is important too, but, but yeah, asking me which one's more important between service and socials, I can't rank them.
What is a good member? Like I said earlier, I feel like being a good member is just going to the general meetings whenever you can, or just supporting the club when there's a fundraiser and you have time, like the chat. You only have the chance to stop by, or going to every, like not every, but like every now and then, service event, and just doing whatever you can just to support a club. I think is really great. Even if you can't go to anything and all you can do is just say, hey, can't go to anything, but I wish I could be there and stuff like that. It's just really great in general. And just trying to be active, I feel, is great. Remember.
Yeah. Okay. I want to run for a position tips. Um, so I guess for this one, it'll differ between like e-board and A-board, because for e-board, you're actually gonna be like voted on. A-board is just appointed by whoever is going to make up e-board next year. For e-board, one of the things that I would suggest is to make yourself known in the club. I understand as a first year that might be a little bit more difficult, but it's not impossible. It's definitely not impossible. 3 out of our 5 e-board members were first years last year. So it's very possible. Talk to the current chairs or talk to the people who hold the positions currently. They can give you a lot of tips about those positions, more in depth than I can go into in a webinar. But yeah, be ready for to be asked questions about your position, because people will ask questions. Caucus is taken very seriously during the election process. For A board positions, just when going into your interview, for someone who did interview quite a few people last year, going into your interview, you should know like every aspect about that position. We may not ask you about all of those aspects. We'll probably pick and choose, because asking you everything about the position may take a while. But you should know everything, because we'll pick and choose, and you won't really know what we'll choose. But how the application and interview process goes also depends on next year's e-board. But just, talk to the people who hold the chairs currently and learn about the positions. It's about the best tip that I can give.
That's all the questions we have.
Yeah, so so we don't have any more questions. So thank you for coming out and listening to MRP. Again, we will post all of this. You can also look back on the YouTube video, I'm pretty sure. So you can always look back and watch us, or watch it again and listen to us speak if you really desire again. But again, that's not necessary. Okay, so we just got another question. What does my dues money go towards? So did you want to answer this, Sophia, or do you want me to do it?
You can go ahead. You can do it. Go for it.
So we asked for $40. So one of the things that you may have seen already, and we've been announcing at our general meetings for a while now, is you get a T-shirt with that money. Everyone who pays their dues gets a T-shirt, and we like to wear those T-shirts for like events such as like FTC, so our school. So it's very obvious like who goes to our school, and how we can like it's kind of like how we can like band together and like be recognized for as our school. But it also goes to paying district dues. So every member has a district dues is $9 per person. So that goes towards that. And then we also have to pay dues to the international because we are an international organization. So a chunk of that also goes to international. And then the rest of it can goes towards funding for the club. So for socials, if you went to the study social yesterday, we had Scantrons and Blue Books. That stuff will get reimbursed, which will come from our budget that we get from your membership dues. So I hope that answers your question.
Another question came in, and it was, how can I meet more people in Circle K? I think a great big step is attending the general meetings. Also, like just being able to go to them and talking to people during icebreakers is really what it's for, basically, for you to meet other Circle Kers. Taking a step above that, you can attend service events, leadership events, and more specifically fellowship events, because that's when really this like the social aspect comes into hand. Other ways you can get more involved to meet other Circle K people is through committees and committee meetings, and just in general, getting involved obviously will get you to meet a lot of other Circle K people. But beyond just our club, you can go to Winter Fantasy Ball and other events such as like K-Rock and Decon to meet Circle Kers beyond our club at here in UCSB. So yeah, that's about it.
Shameless plugs. I guess they're not shameless since they're not from our club, but
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? But yeah, they're not district events. Events hosted by other clubs, such as also like Go West, is also a service event. But if you were in K Club or Q-Wins in high school and you did rose float decorating, that's what Go West was. It's a lot of service, but also while you're decorating the rose floats, you get to talk to people and meet a lot of like the team that you're working with, and you work with them for quite a few hours, so you might get to know them pretty well. So just if you want to meet people in Circle K in general, outside of just our school, those events are really good to go to meet different people.
Someone asked about the sign-in sheet. That's a good question.
Yes, I am going to be posting it in right now. Post. Don't forget to sign in, y'all.
Should you post on the YouTube one as well?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
All right, cool.
Yes, sign in there. Cool. So we don't have any more questions. So again, thank you for attending. Hopefully we answered everybody's questions. If you have any more questions, you can message me or Sophia, or and like any board member may be able to answer these questions for you. But you can message me or Sophia, and we can try our best to answer any questions you have.
But just before we leave, clicking on the sign-in form does not work. So Howard, do you want to send a new one?
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see if I can try, because I just can't message the YouTube chats for some reason.
Wait, Sabrina just signed in.
Let me see. Send.
Okay. It should be working. Oh, okay. Go on the Facebook event, and that form should work.
All right, now we're getting more responses.
Yes, and also please sign in with your last name first, and then your first name, because that will help us in surfing it. It'll make things a lot easier, please. So yeah, okay, cool. Thank you for attending, and again, message us if you have any questions.
Thank you, everyone, for attending.
Okay.
Woo!
No, end this now. Okay, stop broadcast.